In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a typical example of a good email design and a bad email design. And by the end of this video, you will see the clear difference between both emails, and you will see how a good email design can add a lot of revenue to your Shopify store. So one thing I need to mention before we start this video is that, having a good email design doesn't necessarily mean that you will, make a lot of money from your emails. So you need to understand that email design is just one part of the pie. You also need to have a good copywriting and also a good email strategy in general. So email design is just one part of the pie. However, when you have a good email design plus a good copywriting plus a good email strategy, then there is 100% chances that you will make a lot of money from your email marketing. So without further ado, let's get started and let's talk about a typical example of a good email design versus a bad email design. So starting with the top here. So if you look at the email on the left, we have the logo on the far left here, and we also have some menu at the top. And compare that to the one we have on the right side. So on the right side, very clear, we have free standard shipping. Basically we're telling the customer that, we have a free shipping and we have the logo underneath that. So the reason why we don't have this menu at the top is because people come, especially with the welcome email, they came from your website to, sign up to your email. All they want at this point is, you giving them exactly what they asked for, which is the discount code. So you showing them more menu in the email is just, it doesn't make any sense, right? People don't need to see this again in the email. They've probably seen this on the website, right? So we don't need to have this again. We don't need to add multiple call to actions at this point. So we like to keep things simple. Free standard shipping, which is what, a USP that this brand has, telling the customer that they have the free standard shipping. And here you will see we're giving them the discount code in the email. Very clear, very concise with the call to action button. And one of the reasons why you might want to have a very simple, clear email like this, email design like this at the top is because on mobile, when people are viewing emails on mobile, this is what it's going to look like on mobile. So we want to give the customer everything they need immediately. So if you look at this email here, free standard shipping, welcome to the brand, enjoy 15% off your order with the code GTC15. Straight, concise, and simple with the call to action button. So the customer doesn't need to scroll down, doesn't need to click on multiple things to be able to use this discount code. They can easily go in there and just click this button. They have the code right here, simple code, and they can just take that to the website and just complete their purchase. Another thing I want to mention here is the image we use, right? So you can see with this image is looking more cool and nice compared to the one at the left. Now, this is not to say that the one on the left is not good at all, but it's just the way the emails are put together with the graphics. The graphics on the right is really sharp, really clean. You can see the bracelet, the watch, extremely looking good. You can see that right here compared to the one on the left. So another thing I wanted to mention here is this right here. If I was designing this email, if I was the one doing this email at the beginning, I would definitely have this call to action button at the top here, obviously. Again, back to above the fold on mobile, we want to have the call to action button right at the top where people can see it immediately. So you can see here they have multiple fonts. And this font is not even the font that the brand was using on their website. So there's so many multiple fonts here. And here you also see here we have a gift for you, 50% off. And unless you zoom in, you won't see the rest of the text, which is really annoying, right? On all your favorite laws. So this is not really looking good at all. Why are we having multiple block of text here, and the spacing are just so odd, right? And here they said use discount code. So even the red is not showing very well on the black background, and that's just so annoying. And here I understand that maybe they are trying to use a dynamic code, which is also okay, but we don't really use a dynamic code for the welcome email. We want to keep the code very simple and short for people to just remember off head and just go ahead to the website and make that purchase. So here you can see everything is not just really looking good and balanced. It's just so hard to concede. You can see 15% of the code, and Then they have the call to action right under there, which is really far. But here again, we give the customer everything they need immediately right above the fold. After that, we now have the other text, basically some introduction text, welcoming the customer to the brand, and also getting the customer, telling the customer what they will be receiving from us later on. And basically that's another example here from the good email design. I know some people like to create their email in one single graphic. We don't really do that. We like to break our email down in sections. So basically what that means is that this is a section here. So from this top to this part, that's one section, right? Which is the photo. Then underneath we have text. So we like to have a mix of text and photos in our email, because if you create an email in one single graphic, there are cases whereby the customer might have a bad network connection or whatever, so they won't see the email, or maybe the email is just too heavy. They won't see the email at all if you have one email in one single graphic. But if in that case the customer has a bad connection, or maybe the email is too heavy, and if they don't see the graphic at the top, they will still see the text underneath. So you can see here, there's a text here, there's a text here, there's a button here, and there's a product block from Klaviyo here as well. So instead of having one email as a single graphic, you want to break them down in different sections, right? So this is an example here. We have the photo at the top, right, which is the graphic, and also here we have the text. So this is a text that anyone can copy and paste. This is created on Klaviyo with a button on Klaviyo as well, and here another text, and this is also created using the product block on Klaviyo. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. Like, you don't have to have your emails in one single graphic, right? So that's an example of a good email and a bad email design. And we tested these two emails. So this is from their previous agency before they started working with us, and we tested our email against the one they had before, and obviously the result was much better. So I just wanted to create this video to show you guys a typical example of a good email design and a bad email design. And like I mentioned before, having a good email design plus a good copywriting plus a good email strategy will definitely help you increase your email revenue. So if you want this email design template and also some examples of email we created at the agency, there's a link in the description going to take you to this page here where you can access our inside email template that we use for our clients, and also you see lots of examples of email template like this one that you can use to create your emails, and you can take all these examples and use it as an inspiration to create your own email design. So the link will be in the description. You can click the link to access this email template. So that'll be all for this video. If you find this video valuable, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.